We gotta set up a shop before we get started. Oh, we gotta set up shop before we go. Gotta set up all this shop. Gotta do it until we stop. Gotta get up on this shop. Hey, Jesse. What it is and what does it do? Going to do a quick super fast little shop adjustment. See if we can get our monitor a little bit more situated. Where's Zilla? Boom, boom, boom. Wrong bit. I have a little Tokyo stomped down right now. Might be cool. Might be up for that. The Tokyo Slam. Agility. Long screw. Can't talk because I'm gonna have it in my mouth. There we go. Now if we can just get down. We did it. We did it. Internet doesn't care. We did it. We did it. This just isn't fair. Oh. I feel like right there might be nice. In here. Sounds. Things moving about. Busyness. And shop noise. Screws right here. Screws right here. Whoa. Don't get wiggly. Where's the screw gun? Oh. Hello, my lord. Sometimes I'll speak in Bridgerton. Just because my wife has trained me so. Your left hand is trash, my lord. Indeed, I agree, Squire. Swap hands. Hand swap, my lord. Going upside right? Yeah. Could he just use that nail that's already up there. But nah. Not how I get down. Need drama. I need problems always. All right, come on. We can do it together. Come on. Dum dum dum. The house goes quiet as the west does it. Begins to close in on its prey. Yes. Wrestling it into the stud. Yeah. Get in that wall. Get in that wall. Now, power. We need only power for this now. One power source up there. All the way over here. See if that'll reach. Oh, that would have been cool if it had like a Frankenstein sound, like. All right, turn on so I can see my chat. Someday, how you doing? 20. Oh man, that means it's 11 p.m. Oh my God. Well, thank you for hanging out this late. We're so very appreciative. I'm done with the shenanigans, so we can get to the knife build as soon as this thing is done doing things. Never mind that. We can jump straight to this right show. Yup. Then I can deal with this monitor on my own. Pull that knife out of the oven. And it was a success, I hope. I guess that's the test. I don't know. We'll get this together. We just demagnetized that the other day, and I just stuck it on that. Fuel. Gotta find my chat. We are good. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for your patience. It has been tremendous on this day. I'm gonna go ahead and start working on this thing. I'm putting PPE on because I tend to forget. And if I get into something sketchy, I don't want to kill myself. All right, so let's go ahead and fasten him down. I was thinking maybe we do the whole blade with the whetstones first, and then we work our way up to some high grit wet dry paper, and then get this whole knife looking like something, maybe. to the best of our ability. So maybe we just take that away for now. Start with the stones. Let's see what we got. 400 grit right here. We're just gonna rub it. We had these soaking. So no, this is not the bevel we're dealing with just yet. Just smoothing out and getting that stuff off. And this is going to kind of set our tone. Because we might even sharpen this blade sort of by hand, if you, for lack of a better term. Let's drop our stone. I got a little cut on my hand. I want to put some gloves on. Hey, Annie. How are you, Annie? Are you okay? How many times a day do you hear that joke? Far too often, I would imagine, sweet dear. Far too often. Messed around, I got my hands wet pre-gloving. Now it becomes somewhat of a task to have a pair of nurses that should be pulling these gloves apart for me like on Grey's Anatomy. Okay, here we go. All the time I do hear it, I'm sure. Should you change the MT username to Smooth Criminal? You totally could. Then nobody get the joke. You'd have to explain it. Oh man, there was a period of time, or two periods of time, in hip hop moments in hip hop history, that there were songs out with West, not West, my actual name, in the title for a couple of years. Every day, somebody, hey, there you go, the Wild Wild West. There he is, the Wild Wild West. I hated Will Smith for reviving that. Originally, it was Cool Mo D, and then it became that guy. Oh man, I really like that little roundness to that thing. I really do. It doesn't serve any purpose. Let me see. Let's deal with the blade first on that side. It's almost like you got to do parts of this edge at a time. right now, quite honestly, I'm just getting used to what's going to be the best way to sort of turn that edge on this stone. Woo! Like you gotta be there to feel it. But if it catches that glove, so it's working. I think we might try that one with the stone. Not with the stone, but you know what I'm saying. Let's get this done first. Where's our, let's get our wet sand going. Thanks, TJ. Got something in the mail for you today, TJ. It's on the way, finally. Finally, it's on the way. Yes, my darling. Yes. I like clean lines. I cannot lie. This whetstone is giving me life right now. If I was 20 years ago, that's what I'd be saying, and it'd be perfectly acceptable. This is giving me life. I'm just doing this till I got that backside nice, smooth, and flat, all the way up to the bevel. And then we're going to work that bevel. I'm not going to give up on those bevels. This is that process that we talked about. If you skip the grit and be like, that's okay, you won't get a chance to go back. It's going to be what it is. So while you're on those low grits, handle your business and keep cleaning it off. And you know, if you make knives, feel free to offer up any expertise. Because I am fake AF over here. You can tell. See if we can work on this edge. I think it's going to be easier to get that with the small hard sanders. Let's see what we got. Got a 600 to a 320. Good thing we made that for ourselves. Thanks, past Wes. You looked out. All right, so let's go ahead and start working that. We'll leave the stone right here. Why not? 320 on the edge. Now I'm using this flat one that I made versus the softer uh, automotive standard that I usually use for this detail. Seems to do a little better when we get to this edge because the flat is just a little more definitive. Just a little small, so we do have to be careful. Our fingers stay out of the way. And we don't just slice across that blade. Brand New American said, just getting started in leathercraft, but have been sharpening my whole life. At least I got that going. Heck yeah, because that's what you're going to need is a good sharp knife, right? That's what I think. Sorry, y'all, if I missed some of the chats. When I look up and I see them, I will shout you out. I will let you know I'm checking for you. Just when I'm doing this, sometimes I miss them because I can't scroll back with my wet metal fingers. I'm just getting started in leather. Like I wouldn't even say I'm really started in leathercraft, to be frank. I've done a couple of small things, and one of them I mailed out today. My first knife and my first sheath. one to my super patient brother Ruiz. You're gonna have to do something with that tip. Very careful not to get too involved with it early. I didn't want to cook it crooked. Get your edge too fine before you heat treat and temper and all that stuff. Then you'll end up just having a crappy edge to work out with hard steel. All right, let's see what we got again. Not bad, but I am going to put it on this stone. I'm a little slow, but it took me a while to really be able to feel a bevel on the other side that I'm not looking at. But with practice over time, you do get decent with it. Right now, I'm just compensating for this tip that didn't get quite as much action pre-cook, so we wouldn't burn it up. But now we're out of that danger zone, so let's go ahead and get it caught up to the rest of that bevel. This is a 400 grit stone that I'm working right now. And currently, I'm just working on this bevel. Just kidding. Some people would do it this way. Whichever way you can feel it. Some people would go that way. For me, it depends on the knife, side of the knife that I'm trying to get, what grit I'm on, how smooth it's going. A lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. I'm going to stay on this 320 right here. There we go. Starting to get that edge knocked down a little bit. It'll take a little work. But the good thing about leaving the kind of the char, I guess you could call it, on this side is you get a nice clear view of my edge, how flat that I am, if I am, or if I'm not. Remember, we harden the steel, so this is not going to be super fast. Once we get going, it will speed up. But we're hand working, hand hardened. Well, I didn't hand harden it. Harden it in the oven and with a goddamn torch. Like a goddamn Jeep. This is not so bad. I think I might have to work on maybe a little bigger version of this. Maybe I spoke too soon. Maybe I spoke too soon. Don't you fall, canister of explosive gas. All right. Not bad. Not great. Man, this stuff is hard. Guess that's good. What I've got, tiny little scratches in that edge from that 80 grit that we had. Now we're trying to work that out. This is a very special knife for me. Huh? You're welcome. So I want to be very careful with every step. I can make it as maybe not as good as it can be made, but as good as I know to make them. That rag method used to sharpen axes will work great for that and make an even bevel. Not to be a dig though, making it, but hand is cool. The rag method? What's the rag method? Hello, Wes, dropping a like, sir. Thanks, Lucky. How you doing? Just a suggestion. Let me see what you said, Brandon. I'm sorry. I missed you. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Yeah, that's true. Reminds me of my Yule knife, but a regular handle. I like it, says TJ. Thank you. It's going to get a much bigger, well, a little bit more intricate handle than that. So, trying my best. Trying my best. This side. Let's try the slow and smooth method. And I'm going to kill this bug slowly and smoothly. All right. Feel like this is the way. Chat saves the day yet again. I'm going to put that on a t-shirt. Slow is smooth and smooth is fast. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I'm with all of that. I could go ahead and fasten this down at this point. Meanwhile, mosquitoes are tearing my back up. So, you know, so if you hear me fighting rage, that's what's happening. I wasn't ready for them yet. Had not prepared myself. Oh my gosh. I gotta scratch it though. Oh, when they do strike, I got the back scratcher out. All right, here we go. Back to the slow, smooth, fast. They explain the rag method, sending brotherly love from the East Coast, my brother. What's up, Dog Park? How you doing? I too am on the East Coast, my friend. Sound like you up top though. Usually when people say East Coast, they usually up top. Whereas I'm down here in the country, my friend.
This is a new level of meticulous. Usually at this stage, I'm a little bit rushy. And usually at this stage, at this amount of time, I've gone up in my grit already. I usually kind of regret it. I've seen Ron do this for a long time. It's fascinating to me, but I hope I'm not boring y'all with it too much. Homemade 1970 is Ron's page, and he's an incredible guy, incredible knife maker. I stalk his page. He's amazing. Now, I'm not exactly sure what's the best way to establish scratch pattern on this stuff, you know? But I'm going to try to just ride around that edge of that blade. All right. I believe I'm going to make one more run around it, and then I'll move on to the other side. out kind of nice. At least one side is. This one, we haven't hit the blade at all yet. Hey! Sprinter subwoofer has arrived. Installing tomorrow. Nice smoke. Have you guys subscribed to Smoke's shop? Oh my God. You are missing out. It makes my Sunday every Sunday. At noon, you can go over there and have a super cool chill out session and watch Smoke work on stuff. And like while you're taking your day off from not being agitated by your job, you can watch Smoke agitate himself doing his job, which is building his Sprinter van right now, because that's just the most awesome thing you could do on the YouTube. So I'm really excited about that Sprinter van. Smoke also has a classic VW Bug, Mr. Hancock, who is a running daily, or pretty close to it. Could be. And Smoke is just an all-around good guy and an all-around good time. And he is a technological wizard. Like, he'll just grab something and be like, okay, now I'm going to be a studio. Like, I'm over here putting PVC pipes and stuff together to make arms and stuff. Smoke has a doggone robot that follows him around the shop. Keeps the camera on him. It's amazing. So, none of these overhead wobbly camera shenanigans over there. The real deal. A guy committed to YouTube excellence. Smoke Shop. I think I want to do a favorite show. Where I just talk about my favorite channels and why. Maybe I'll do that this Friday. Most of my favorite channels are doing really well in terms of their own promotion and making their thing grow, but I think some of you guys might really enjoy some of those guys too. Smoke Shop being one of them. Smarty Pants Extraordinaire. Let's see. Hey, I gotta donate. Appreciate the super chat. Smoke dope. Come on, man. You're doing awesome stuff over there, and we appreciate you. Who else is in here that I missed in the chat? Well, I've been foolishly sparing my fingers from this blade like a bad friend. Almost burnt out. I'm glad you did not, though. And you know, that's the thing about YouTube is you can just take some time off, bro. Nobody gonna say nothing. Because everybody burns out on YouTube. I am on the tail end of a burnout presently. But I don't want to discount your burnout, but I do want to let you know, you're a smart guy. You're probably one of the most introspective people I know, so I'm not going to run you no cliches about it. I think you'll make all the right decisions. And I'm glad you're going to take care of yourself, because I know you will. Smoke also took us to a concert with him, and the largest bat house in the freaking nation, maybe the continent, maybe the world. You got guano on him for us, y'all. You can still go see that video. It's really wild watching all those bats take off. And what I thought was particularly interesting is that none of the white people ran away. Like they were like, oh, look at them. That was like a nightmare in my mind. Like, I'm so glad for Smoke showing us on TV, because if I had experienced anything like that in real life, holy hell, out like scout. But I couldn't get enough of watching the video. You gotta get a cat sitter. So much guano they gather every night. That's so crazy. Can't wait to drag you out there. Yeah, that's exactly the way you'd get me out there. Dragging. I would be in the Sprinter van watching on Smoke TV. I really am glad that I think it was Rob, may have been Lyons. Somebody gave me the advice to use a hard surface to stick the sandpaper on instead of that little auto detail sander that I was using, which is a fantastic tool. But man, does this right here work like so good. It's not as fast, but it's better. And it's fast because, if you got to do it 3 times over and you still don't have exactly the results you wanted, that sort of sucks. But you got to be willing to do this part right here. Well, no, I don't care much about shining up the whole knife. I will, but I'm not as about that as I am about getting this blade crispy. And truthfully, I'm really glad that it's taken a while to do, because it's letting me know that this is not soft metal anymore. And shouts out to this sandpaper. Stuff has been through a couple of knives. Still going strong. Reminds me of myself when I was a young knife, getting forged in the fires of life, the sandpaper of America. Still gotta consider the burr. I think this will be the last pass on the 320. I'm gonna flip this over. Hit it with a 600. 600. And these should go faster. Have to be careful on this edge now. We're starting to get sharp, so gotta be careful not to snag our paper too tough. Oh boy. They only be showing you the little grinding, and then what you see is a fast forward of this part whenever you see a knife being built. It's always like a hyperlapse of this part right here. But you have to pay a lot of attention to this part right here. We'll come back to betray you. You don't. The other one is considerably better. Considerably better. That one. Let us try the stones.
the stones. Release the stones.
Stop it. It's 1,000 grit stone. Amazon basic whetstones. And this is going to be a little more effort because we're making a knife versus just sharpening a knife. So we want to be real particular. Way too much work to go back and recut. Hold on, for my bench is getting wet. And I cannot be here on a wet bench. Shan't be, had to be. It won't be, I simply won't. Alright, so let me grab something to clean that up with. Shop towels. Shop towels! There we go. A little buffer. Where were we? So curious if the knife is sharp yet. Sounds sharp. I think we can move up for the big boys. 3,000 grit. This gritting up, we're going to leave the slurry. It's going to start to help us a little bit. Nice ergonomics are really starting to work with me. You see how easily my sharpening is streamlined. I think that's an important part of learning a knife. Like when you sharpen it a few times, get a real good idea how to find that edge. Isn't that what it's all about? All right. Try luck with the 8,000. A little junky, ain't it? I know it. I know it. Let's clean it up. This is the flattening stone. It not only flattens, well, it flattens by removing a little bit of that layer. So Also leaves a nice slurry that we can utilize right now. All right. A lot of sharpening. Yeah. We might do some more to this blade. I don't know. But what we will do, give it a quick strop and see where we're at if we're sharp. This is the part that's always a little embarrassing if we're not yet, but we won't know until we cut something or try to. And then we'll have to sharpen some more or not. But either way, we'll either do some more sharpening or we'll do that handle. But one of the two is coming right now. First up, let's get the big strop from the back. Where you at, strop? I said, where you at, strop? Strop, you son of a gun. You ain't running from me. I don't see it. Well, I do have a small strop. It's also quite nice. One of these days I'll learn to put things where they're dang well supposed to be. You know what I'm talking about? So a little bit of this on her. This little one, we're not going to be able to hit it all one pass. All right. I don't know. I'm not all that hopeful. This edge is not getting the shine that I've started to grow accustomed to. I'm starting to wonder if I got the edge that I'm accustomed to. All right. I do not. I have the least faith right now in this knife that I've had in a while. And it's mostly just off of sheer appearance, but let's see. Let's see how close we are. Or how far we are. See if we can find some doggone papers. Alright. All we have are these little small sheets. Let's see if they cut. Not doing anything. I mean, that's that, but that's not a good edge yet. That is not a sharp edge yet. I don't think we're blunt, but I don't think we're sharp. So, we must refine. I think I may go back to the sandpaper. Yeesh. Go a little bit higher in the grit. And work it up. I've got a 1500 and a 2000, maybe a 3000 grit in the sandpaper. We made another little stick. We abandoned our technique for the stones. Let me see if I can find that other stick in here that I made. I think it might have been a little bit hardier. Can't find it. Oh, I don't see it. Let's say that. Well, we could always just put sandpaper right on the back of a... Aha! We found it. Okay. So, this is our 1000 grit on this side. I guess a good thing if it didn't cut the paper since it dropped close to the family jewels. For sure. I love these jewels. Love these jewels. Smoke says word. That's why he's my friend. And he never adds it to your mother. So that also makes him super cool. All right, we're going to go ahead and hit the 2000 on this side as well while we're on this side. Start to sound different. All right. I'm gathering faith. Gathering faith. All right. So far, seem to be getting a much nicer polish out of the wet dry sandpaper. Well, it's pretty wet. We use it. feel like this knife is sharp now. Still gotta bring 2000 grit to this side. But it's beginning to stir my emotions. That's when I can tell it's getting sharp. Once my feelings are involved. You have sat patiently through all of this. I really do appreciate you for it. I'm gonna go ahead and try again to get our burr off with our strap. Strap. Please, 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 please. Strap. I cannot believe I don't have that big strap over here. It's gotta be somewhere. I don't know where. That's a little closer to what I expect after a stropping. Magic Mike cuts the record. Magic Mike, you know about that. Man, smoke out. Yo, get you some friends that get your musical references and your woodworking references. If I could whistle through this mask, I would. That is top-notch camaraderie right there, my friend. Tell you that. Starting to look shiny. Oh, we're ready. Nope. I had so much faith. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? Maybe my hands are wet. I mean, it'll do that, but I need it like slicey. What we can do is keep working it, fam. Really not anything else to do but to keep working it. We'll go back, knock it down some more, and work towards that edge. We got to be at least paper sharp. Now we've been a lot of things, but if we ain't at least paper cut sharp easily, where we gotta like navigate angles and force it, that is not what we are after. We close. I can tell we're close. Something along that edge ain't yet consistent. It may take some working. By gum, that's what we'll do. Maybe I'm just not flat enough on my bevel, not sharp enough on my bevel. Don't know. Oh, let me put it on the thing so I can be consistent. Sorry, y'all. I thought we'd be further by now. I thought I've been able to make you happy. Which one is this? 6, 3. Remember I said it. We don't succeed. The low grits not even going to matter at the high grits. Gotta hit that edge. Hold it consistently. Now technically, we should be able to cut paper by the time we hit 400 grit. And if it won't cut paper at that grit, we don't stand much chance of cutting it any further up. At that point, we're mostly dealing with heavy polishing of our blade, smoothing things out, but our edge is established. So we try to get real up close and personal again on this edge. I really need this to be nice. Need this one to be a good one. Obsessed? Yeah, quite very much so. Super duper. Hey, Johnny. Is Johnny Lasecraft in here? What's going on, Johnny? What we're working on, man. Trying to make a decent knife out of this thing. Oh, that's Johnny Albuquerque. What up? Find the beverage and hydrate. So right. So right, my good brother. Before we do, though, let's check this 400 grit. With smashing paper. Just smashing paper. Let me see if I feel I don't know if I even feel sharp edge on there. See one there. See one there. Let's see. The same paper. Let's see where we cut and where we don't. I gotta do all that. Well, we just need it sharper. More time on the grind. I am going to take some smoke shop advice and hydrate. While I do that, turn around and say hey to my friends. Holy smokes. I haven't tried it with my skin yet. Then we can see how far for sharpness we must refine. Let's see. Grabbing a fingernail right here. Not here. Here it is again. Here it is a lot. Right here we're not. Right here we are. Right here we are. So right here we just got kind of a dead spot. So I'm gonna stick this block right there, right where it's at. And then we're gonna hydrate and we're gonna come back. And gotta put that on too. You know what I'm talking about? Thanks, Smoke. You're the best buddy ever. All right, you guys. I'll see you in a little bit. Wes does it. Take care of each other. Take care of me. Hit that like button, suckers. I'll be back. Eco is in here. What's up, Eco? All right. Either way, I'm coming back. Peace.